since COVID, mental health has become a more accepted part of healthcare. Unfortunately, there is a shortage of psychologists in Ontario. So the Regulatory College of Psychologists has proposed a plan to make psychologists more accessible. But that has caused some concerns. Now, my guest this evening is a local psychologist, Dr. Healy Gardner, who, yes, is my niece. And Healy, what is your college's basic plan to deal with the shortage of psychologists in Ontario?
Ultimately, removing the PhD. Right now, you have to get your master's and a PhD to be a psychologist.
Okay. And what is the difference between a psychologist with a PhD and someone with a master's program?
A master's is 2 years you do after your undergrad, and a PhD you would do an additional 4 years and hours of training on top.
When you say hours and hours, you're talking difference of thousands of hours, aren't you?
Absolutely, thousands.
Okay, so allowing someone without a PhD and those thousands of hours of specialized training to call themselves a psychologist, what do you think that will do?
The biggest concern is quality of care and having the training to diagnose people with things like mental health conditions, learning disabilities. Imagine taking a child to a pediatrician thinking they've done a 4-year residency, not knowing they've only done a year.
So they're not as trained, they're not as experienced. But you're not saying that somebody with a PhD can't be part of mental health care.
Absolutely not. It's a team approach. I've worked with fantastic people of all designations. It's not the PhD itself that makes the difference, it's the years and years of specialized training, because diagnosing someone is a very significant responsibility and it can have life or death consequences.
We hear about that in the news all the time.
Yes.
All right, so what does the Ontario Psychology Association suggest to deal with the shortage?
Ultimately, uphold our standards while making it accessible. Keep the amount of training the same.
All right, so we want to have more people training at these levels. What do you want the public to do?
So there is a petition on change.org available to read and sign.
All right, and you can find out more. There's a lot of details, and just consider what is going to happen with your mental health care in the future and make your voices known. Thank you so much, Healy.
Around Town has been brought to you by Adult and Teen Challenge Super Thrift. Call 345-2277.